Good afternoon, good people. It is Friday. It is May 21st. It's a beautiful day, man. Look, and we're going to introduce you to some more beautiful people that we know. This is Miss CJ Jamison. We refer to her, or she refers to herself as BUSA Girl. And I don't know if y'all know about bikes or not, but it's basically like a jet engine with two wheels. That's what a BUSA is. So I'm curious.
That's about right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm curious to know how you with this small frame is handling this monster bike. And it's not that I've seen it before, but maybe get some answers to some questions. So, Carolina Dirt, what's happening this weekend, man?
What's going on? Let's turn up real quick.
Okay, then.
I got my drink. I got my bottle. I got my bottle. I got my bottle.
I got my left hand.
And I got my shot cup at the bottom of the bottle. Shot.
Okay.
So, let's get this Friday. Let's get this weekend cranked up. You want to go first call? You want me to go first call?
I'm going to go first call. We can do a double first call because, you know, we can do, it's our show. We can do what we want.
You ready for that? Two wheels. Yeah. Two wheels. So you going to get, you ready?
So I'm going to go first. I'm going to go through all mine. Then you going to go through all yours.
All right. That'll work.
All right. So I know the first one is kind of easy. These are just rapid fire questions. The answer, we're trying to get people to know you.
Okay.
So I kind of know the answer to the first question. I'm going to go crotch rocket or bagger.
Crotch rocket.
I see you. I see you. As a matter of fact, let's show the people real quick what type of bike she is really out here rocking.
She got a nasty boozer.
That's my baby.
Yes, it is.
Oh, man. That thing look like a transformer, huh?
Yeah, that's my baby.
I'm telling you, man. Look, with your little leather coat on, because you're dangerous now.
Yeah.
Hey, she got that Michael Jackson. I'm going to lean the hat to the side a little bit. Smooth criminal.
Okay. So you chose crotch rocket, of course, over the baggers. Mm-hmm. Baggers are, for the people that don't know what a bagger is, big front tire, luggage racks on the side,
cruiser,
Harleys, yeah, stuff like that.
Street glides, yeah, all that.
What he said.
Yeah.
Favorite strip to ride when you on your bike?
Ooh, Daytona Beach Bike Week. Is my favorite.
Okay.
Over by the college, Bethune.
That's what's happening. Nachos or sushi?
Ooh.
Ha, nachos.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you ain't say sushi, man. People just be like, people be acting brand new. People wasn't eating sushi 10 years ago. Now everybody eats sushi, and I don't like it.
No. You know, most people talk they want their food cooked all the way. Now they eat raw food. Come on now.
I like sushi, but I love nachos.
Okay. That's what I'm talking about. Mangoes or pineapples?
Pineapples.
Kevin Hart, pineapples.
I know that's right. And then for the last one, you know, I was listening to some Outcasts, and it was just the appropriate question. If you are going to be in a cage, if you're going to be fully surrounded by a vehicle, you prefer a Beamer or a Benz?
Benz. Mercedes.
What about the Benz? What is it about the Benz exactly?
It's classy. I love the lines of it, the way it is. I mean, I like a Beamer. I've had a Beamer, but it's just like the Mercedes is just like, it's a little something with it, a little more oomph to it.
I like that.
I like the Mercedes.
Not mad at that. I can't afford neither one of them, so you know, I'll graduate one of these days. We're going to go with the second first call. What you got for it, Carolina?
All right, you ready? Because I'm a little different now. You ready?
Oh, Lord, I'm ready.
All right, favorite grocery store?
Publix.
Boy, Publix. Shit. Publix high, but they good. They good. They good.
They got everything.
They got everything.
Everything.
All right. And I asked this question in the group. Your favorite sub place? Who makes the best subs?
Ooh.
You can go right back to Publix.
Well, you know what? I haven't had the sub from Publix, but I heard
it's good.
I have not.
Cut the feed. We're gonna end this right now. Cut the feed. Cut the feed. Cut the live.
How is Publix your favorite grocery store? You ain't had the sub yet.
No.
Oh
What?
man.
No. Not yet.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna go tomorrow.
Party over.
I'm gonna go get I'm going
Party.
tomorrow.
All right, get the chicken tender sub. Try that. That shit busting.
Chicken tender sub. All right.
All right. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Myrtle Beach bike week or Daytona bike week? We talking about old Myrtle Beach bike week. Oh, we talking about old Myrtle Beach.
Well, let me rewind that back.
Yeah.
Old Myrtle Beach bike week.
Old Myrtle Beach
Late
bike
90s,
week.
early 2000 bike week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Daytona.
We're gonna go. I'm going with old Myrtle Beach bike week.
Old Myrtle Beach bike? No. Okay. Your favorite? What's this? Number 3?
Uh-huh.
This is
number 3.
This is 3.
3.
Mm-hmm.
Your favorite hotel, no matter where you go.
Ooh.
Hotel,
Holiday.
motel, resort, whatever.
Holiday Inn.
Holiday Inn.
I guess.
You got it. Man, MC Suites get complimentary drinks. I don't know if they still do. I'm MC Suites.
But
You
that's
get
not
2.
Embassy Suites everywhere.
It's not, but they got complimentary drinks while I'm there. See that rhyme?
And
That
You
rhyme.
ask her wherever
got
she
the
go.
They
I
got
know.
the bomb breakfast too.
Oh man.
All right, favorite cereal.
Fruity Pebbles.
You look like a Fruity Pebbles type of, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what that looked like, but it seemed like it fit.
All right, last one.
Uh-huh.
You lined up.
Mm-hmm.
ZX10 or the BUSA?
Oh, BUSA all day long.
All
How
right.
you gonna get her to pick against her own goddamn, you know what I'm talking about?
Exactly. You know I'm going.
I was just, hey, we having
my
some fun.
son got the ZX10. You know,
Yes.
We
Have you rode his yet?
yet to race. We have yet to race.
Have you rode his though? You're not going to.
No.
Is that like a sin?
That's him right there, Brendan Barrett, ZX10. That's my son right there.
What
I
up,
kind of
Brandon?
figured that.
What's going on, Brandon? She
I'm
lying.
telling you.
He say she lying. She lying.
She loves some Cowie. Oh.
Hey, but let people that don't know the sin of the Cowie and the Suzuki, the love-hate relationship.
Oh yeah, we are like it's a rivalry. You know, it's like my brother is he's always been a Kawasaki man. And even within my own family, we got the Kawasaki side and we got the Suzuki side. And I'm a diehard Suzuki girl, and my brother and my son are diehard Kawasaki's. And it's just like, it's fun, you know, but we just go back and forth about who's the better bike, who has the better bike.
Okay. So check this out. We already shouted out Brandon, of course. Once again, Brandon. Kristen Nicole, we shouting out. Tony Briscoe, we shouting out.
Tanya Briscoe, boy.
Tanya
Open
Briscoe.
the other eye.
All right. Damn, my bad. I'm sorry, Tanya. I'm so sorry.
It's the bottom of the bottle show, so it be kind of double focused and all kind of other shit that be going on. We not gonna hold that against you.
I used to have 20/20 vision. I still think I got it, but I don't. But
I don't know
my
what
bad.
you're drinking in your glass might have something to do with your vision too.
Oh no. Once again, my motto is what I don't finish on the show, I will finish after.
Straight up. Straight up. Let me ask you this. So your bio said you started riding when you was 18.
Yes.
What was the first thing you ever rode?
Ever Road was my dad's bike. And my dad had a Harley, but it was an old school Harley. And I actually taught myself how to ride that when I was 14. And he didn't know.
Oh.
Yeah, he didn't know. But he caught me on it when he came home from work early. So when he realized I love motorcycles then. So when I was 18, he got my first bike, which was a Suzuki Katana.
Wow. With the banana seat?
With the banana seat. And it was purple and red. Ask me why. I don't know. Purple and red.
So you just, at the point that you teaching yourself how to ride on this Harley, are you already like
ride dirt bikes?
Say again now?
I already knew how to ride dirt bikes.
Okay.
So I knew it was just the opposite of the gears. So I was just like, okay, I can do this. And I started, playing around in the backyard. And when I went up the street, that's when my dad found out. He called me.
So let the people that don't know, let the people that don't know bikes, let them
Hey,
know
quit
about the
talking about my
gears.
can of tuna, Brandon.
let them know about the gears on the different bikes.
The gears on different bikes. Well, basically with the Suzuki, with which I have, the gears are you do it on your foot. Okay, you control the gears with your left foot, and the first gear's down, and then the rest of the remaining gears are up. And if I'm right, Lord, I don't know, because I'll just be running. I think my bike has 6 gears. I think. I'm not sure, because I just be going. But and the Harleys are different with.
That's why I asked you to explain it.
Yeah, they're different with the gear. Actually, I used a heel shifter on the Harley before. And that was pretty cool. It's like you just tap your heel and you change the gear. I mean, that was pretty cool. I wish they had that on the sport bike, to be honest.
Hey, what I see, which was dope. So one night I'm coming down 26. Of course, we in Columbia. No, I was coming down 20. I was coming back towards 2 Notch one night. It was some years ago. And it was 2 females. Both of them was on Harleys or cruisers. I say cruisers.
Mm-hmm.
But I seen both of them had heels on.
Mm-hmm.
And when I say they snatched it with heels on, like it was so much respect, because I'm not like I know the gears on bikes, but I'm not a sophisticated rider like you and stuff like that. Like I'm in elementary school while you got your masters, but for them to snatch it with heels on, I'm just like, damn.
Yeah.
Like I wanted to turn my car off on the interstate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like just out the respect of them doing that.
Yeah.
With heels on.
Yeah. I mean, that is definitely with riding with heels on. It's not easy at all. And I have to give it to a lot of girls and give them credit. They can do it. I can't. I can't. I'm a sneakers and Timberland boots type of, rider. And I actually tried riding with heels on, and I was just like, I just don't see how they can do it. They're good.
So that's my next question. What pair of shoes you mad you tore up on that bike?
So my favorite pair of sneakers was one of my most comfortable pair that I actually work in. Y'all don't laugh. Some Skechers. And I tore them up. The bottom of them just wore out on the bottom.
So let me ask you this: what made you get on the bike? What made you want to start riding?
Motorcycles, period, in general.
But what made you get on? Like, what made you say, "I'm gonna get on these 2 wheels"?
My dad had a motorcycle. Is growing up, that's all I knew. My dad had a motorcycle as far back as I can remember, and he and my
that's
mom,
my mama.
Daniela, that's my girl right there. But him and my mom and my dad, they rode together a lot, and so I just admired motorcycles all my life. I've always been around motorcycles and drag racing events since I was a kid.
I ain't gonna lie, cause like early on, like I wanted to be that guy. I wanted to be the dude to pull up at the light and hunker down on the bike, hug the bike, and get the fuck on through, right? But then I had always also liked weed, and I just know that them shit don't go together, right?
Yeah,
so,
no.
Yeah, that's the only reason why I'm not a bike rider, man. Look, I just know it takes an intense amount of focus and respect to control that thing, especially riding something like what you ride.
It does. You gotta be. You gotta be. You spill your yak.
I'll just play. It ain't cognac.
You gotta be. You gotta be alert when you're riding. You really do, at all times, because there's nothing around you to protect you on that bike.
Right.
So you got to be aware of your surroundings all the time.
Let me tell you a little quick story. So my homeboy Frank. So once again, he's one of those riders. So since you know the area, he's coming down 26 from your side of town now.
Mm-hmm.
So he's right there by Jamil Temple, coming up 26 towards 20.
Mm-hmm.
So he showed me this video clip at work. It's this dude recording him. So him and another guy are racing
on 26.
On 26.
Mm-hmm.
So there's another guy in the fast lane recording them coming. Like he turned around, he got the GoPro on.
Okay.
So he's like, hey, Carolina, look at this. Pure, he said, that's me and Buddy. When they blew past him, the guy that's recording looked down at his speedometer. From Jamil Temple to San Andreas Road, he had 200.
Woo! Boy, they was
and
gone.
he blew past them like they wasn't moving.
They was gone.
See, that make my butthole tight right there. I'm just not built like I'm a cool dude. Let me get a truck. Let me get a big ass American dumbass made car.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm straight. Like 200 miles an hour with nothing on.
I say the most I've done on the highway is probably around 160 something, in the 160s, and that was getting it, and I got back out real quick.
Man, so you said that like it was nothing.
I couldn't see anything.
Okay, I got another quick story just because you said that. So I got another homeboy. He from something. So he had got a bike. He had an R6. That was his first bike. He traded his 4-wheeler for a bike. He always wanted a bike. He traded his R6 for a bike. So he leaving out of something on 378. I don't know if you know where that's at.
I think so. Yeah.
And and he's getting it. He blew past the cop, so he got the police behind and running. He hit 160, and when he got to 160, he got the bike started shaking a little bit on the tail end.
Mm-hmm.
So he got out and pulled over. And that's how they caught him. And he was like 3 miles from the county line.
Oh,
so they lock him up and he goes to jail. Right? So when he in processing, they ask him what he did or whatever. He's talking loud, and a female said, "Man, how you gonna run from the cops on the R6?" He felt shame. Ever since then, he said, "Man, I'm going bigger." He went to an R1 after that, and now he had a ZX10. But I always clown him for that. He a better rider than me, but I always clown him for that.
Yeah, he running from the police on the 600. Hey.
I mean, I've seen worse. Cause like we seen live PD. We had a partner took all the jurisdictions on a high speed chase in a goddamn Chevy Cavalier.
Yeah, that is true.
So I'm not gonna get down on nobody riding an R6. With a motorcycle, you could almost just disappear. Like he shouldn't have tried to outrun us. He should have tried to hide.
You're right.
Yeah.
Well, me and my brother actually had a episode where we ran.
Tell.
And I was riding a 600. And that was a long time ago. But we was in Charlotte at the time, and we had went up to the racetrack at Mooresville, and we both rode our bikes up there. And at the time, my brother had a 900. He had a Kawasaki ZX9, and we were coming back from the track, and my brother was all hyped up, and we're on the highway, and I looked over there at him, and this ninja, okay, he ride a ninja. This ninja gonna look at me and go, Superman. And the next thing I know, the back of his legs is sticking out like this, and he riding like that. And I'm like, oh my God, this fool's crazy. So we're going, coming on down, and all of a sudden, he hit it. So I said, well, I'm gonna catch up with him. Although, I got 6, he got a 9. And I looked, and the sign, the signal for the popo, the police, when you're on a bike, is to tap your helmet like that, right? So he tapped his helmet like that, and then he was like, and there was a police on the other side, and he turned his blue lights on, and my brother looked at me, and he said, like that. I was like, oh man. I laid down on it. We started going, and all of a sudden, he told me he motioned like go that way. We broke off. I went that way. He went that way, and the cop followed him because he was going faster than me. He lost him. I went and parked in an apartment complex, and I was just like, okay, he's gonna call me in a minute. I know he's gonna call me in a minute. Sure enough, he called me. I said, where you at? I'm way across town. I said, well, where are you? I don't know. Sitting in somebody's driveway at their garage.
I know that's right.
He sure did. But he got away. I got away too.
So, let me get one real quick. We talking all these crazy stories about running away from the police. We are older now. We are wiser now.
Yes, so, we abide by the law. And
right.
So
you feel where I'm going.
I ride and I follow, the rules of the highway like I'm supposed to. I ride the speed limit.
As you should. Yeah. At least while you on air talking this talk.
That was over 10 years ago. So I think statute of limitations apply.
Yeah. All that gone. Oh, well, let me ask you this. Mm-hmm. Let's move forward to your professionalism as far as what made you get into we'll start with the modeling with the bikes, and then we'll move to like in bike shows and stuff. So what made you take it serious in that direction?
Well, the custom bike shop that basically built my bike.
Garwood.
Yes.
See, I tell you.
Garwood. Yeah. I actually met those guys at the International Motorcycle Show back in 2010, maybe. I'm not sure. 2011. And I met them at an International Motorcycle Show, and they came up to me and they were like, hey, we follow you on Facebook. You're famous. And I said, no, I'm not. And they was like, yes, you are. You're a celebrity. And so I was like, oh, whatever, So we got, back and forth into conversations, and they was like, hey, why don't you let us do your bike? And at the time, my BUSA, it was stock. And I said, well, I've been wanting to do some custom stuff to it. So, let's talk about it. So as time went on and I was, hanging out with them, talking to them because they were really cool. They said, hey, we would love if you would just be a spokesperson for our shop. And that's how I really got into the modeling thing and doing pictures and stuff with the bikes and stuff. So because of Garwood.
So once again, tell people about the magazines and stuff you've been in, you featured in.
And while you're doing that, I'm gonna put your bike back up because it's a beautiful bike.
Okay. Let's see. I've been in SuperStreetBike magazine. Been in Sportbikes INC several times with that magazine. I've been in some of the local magazines here, which is Chrome magazine. I'm pretty sure y'all familiar with that one. Chrome magazine. I think they featured me in there twice. But I've been in, I think the last time I checked, because I got a lot of, all the magazines I'm in, I usually keep a copy of them. I think the last time I checked, I've been in about 12 to 13 magazines with a feature. Sometimes it's an interview. Sometimes it's just pictures of the bike.
Go ahead and pop your collar on that then. You go rag about it. Go ahead. Shit.
Hey.
You gonna pop your collar. I don't want to see that shit. I'll just say, I'll just play. I'll just play.
No, you should always pop your collar. We don't do that enough. And then, well, not even that we don't do it enough. Sometimes people do it and they don't have a reason to. So when you have a reason to, it is your duty to let people know that you did something special. You feel me?
Yeah.
So, and I'll drink to that.
Yeah, I drink to that.
So, when your son said he wanted to ride, how did you feel?
I expected it. I really did. He's an apple that didn't fall far from the tree. So he's I kind of figured he was going to follow in my footsteps.
That's all right.
Yeah.
I mean,
so what do you say to, like, your son is different. You love your son. That's the whole. I know a lot of women got to come to you like, I want to learn how to ride. I want to learn how to ride. What is the most important information that you would give to a new rider in general, but maybe something specific for a young lady?
The number one thing I've always told women is the first bike that you get, make sure it's something that you're comfortable on. So just kind of go around. Some of the motorcycle shops will let you do that, and some of them won't, but they'll let you sit on them. And I usually tell people, or either, just go around other people and say, hey, can I sit on your bike? And some people will let you do that, but just start out with something that you're comfortable with, because you want, for safety purposes, you want to be able to, you want your feet to touch the ground,
I'm about to say, for just the purposes of like giving people perspective, how tall are you?
5'8".
And your bike is a little lower to the ground because it's stretched than it would normally be.
And I've had it lowered. When I actually got my bike, I was on my tiptoes.
Okay.
So would you lower it like 2 inches, 4 inches?
I don't know how. I don't know how low it is. I don't know how low it actually is, but it has been lowered.
You can flat foot now on both feet.
Yes.
Right.
Definitely.
So that got to be at least 2 inches.
But I also have air ride on there. So air ride raises it up and lowers it down. So I do have the air ride system on there.
Oh, you fancy, huh?
I'm fancy.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know that's right.
So let me ask you this on a serious note. How do you feel about the respect towards female riders? What do you feel about that as far as bike clubs looking at y'all, as far as people that know nothing about bikes? Yeah, the culture. How do you feel they look at female riders?
I think it's better than it used to be as far as respect, because there's a lot of females now that ride long distance. They're really putting in some miles on their bikes. There's some women that, they can ride right along with the best of them. So I really think that the respect for female riders has grown the last few years.
I'm trying to find it now. There was a big group. They was out of Louisiana.
Oh, the female riders. Yeah, I saw.
Oh man, they was so tough, cuz.
Oh yeah, the caramel.
I know who you're talking about.
You to it. I'm trying to find it now, but that was the first time I saw like a group of females. I think it was like 11 or 12 of them.
Yeah,
and they was they all had crotch rockets. Yeah, and they all was super fly. You know what I'm saying? With some heels on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so, most of them ride with heels on.
I said, man, look, that's tough. And they was out there cutting up. Like it wasn't like we just on the bike.
Doing
like they out there burnouts, catwalking, just balls to the wall. So I respect anybody, because again, it's something that I don't have it in me, man. I got a different personality. And I'm ADHD, and I'll be over here doing some other shit when I should be looking where I'm going. So that's why the bike life ain't never been for me. But it's got to be a certain.
It can be therapeutic though.
Yeah, it is.
If I go everywhere, what's the point if I'm going everywhere at 45 miles an hour? Because that's look. I could do that in my truck. I'm chilling.
With the AC on. With the AC on, and I ain't gonna lie, my balls been sweating many times on that damn. You stuck in traffic, and like I'd have been stuck in traffic at bike weekend. My homeboy's like, "Hey man, you might well turn that shit off. Turn the shit off." Yeah, I done tiptoed 14 blocks. Yeah. The bike ain't been on. My balls sweating. I'm sweating. My shirt wet.
Yeah. Been there, done that. It's overheated, and I had to tiptoe it along because it overheated. It won't crank back up.
Yeah, I done had to push people's bikes in or Myrtle Beach Strip. My man BUSA overheated. I had to push it.
Oh yeah.
Because I was the biggest dude. They were like, "Hey man, help us push," and I was just trying to catch them already by myself.
And
like,
boosters are notorious for overheating.
Yes.
Yeah.
You don't seem too happy about that.
No.
So
plenty of times.
So
actually, this past Daytona, mine overheated for the first time ever at Daytona.
Well, once again, my man Frank always talking about every time he go to Florida, he get a ticket for something. So he's like, I'm about to stop going.
I got a buddy. I got a buddy. Every time we go to Daytona, he tear up his bike.
Your son on your ass, cuz.
Every time. One time we was sitting around and talking, and a guy pulled up and he said, "Hey, you know your cuz just came through the stoplight up there." I said, "Oh, really?" "Yeah, he was sliding though." I was like, "Huh?" He's like, "Yep, bike was sliding right through the light." I was like, "Oh, Lord." On the side. I asked him, I said, "What happened?" He said he hit some sand. So, hey, patch of sand.
They say, you either have or you going to lay one down.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a lay one down story?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Now, y'all, I actually was riding my bike from work, and I literally lived 10 minutes from work. And I was like, you know what? At lunchtime, because it's hot, it's summertime, I said, I think I'm going to go ahead and take my bike home and just come back with my car. So I went, left, going home at lunch, and a guy pulls up beside me, and he's like, "Hey, can I ride your bike? Can I get on the back?" Trying to holler. And I'm like, just trying to ignore him.
Want your hot balls on my back?
I
don't want your hot balls on my back.
No, exactly. First of all, North Carolina is a helmet state. So how can you ride on the back with me and I don't have a helmet for you? So he's just going on and on, beeping the horn and stuff, trying to get my attention. But he wasn't paying attention to the cars in front of him. Well, the cars in front of him had came to a dead standstill. And guess what? He swerved and hit me.
Oh, my God.
Hit me. Knocked me
I was already about to call him a bitch.
Knocked me off my bike. Broke my leg.
Damn. Oh, no.
Cracked
please tell me you sued him.
Spine. Yep.
Please tell me you sued him.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, he still got your number though, because it was on the police report. My bad. It ain't fun.
That's good. That's a good.
His insurance paid me. Just put it that way.
I couldn't even imagine asking a woman to ride. Like I'm 40. I'm in the 40 range. I'm 40 adjacent. I just come from a different time because I'm not asking a woman to hug her back while she ride me on a motorcycle. I'm just not with that shit, cuz.
Oh, you done had that done, do you, ain't it?
Well, yeah. I mean, I've never rode a guy on the bike, but I've never rode a guy. But
no, females don't count. I ain't gonna say it don't count, but like that's one of those stipulations where it don't count. So you ain't never had a dude like ask you, like you never put a dude on the back of your bike.
No.
Okay, all right, that's cool.
No, no,
You said somebody. Brandon said that's called riding.
What did Brandon say?
That's what I'm saying, cuz. Like, what I look like saying, "Can I ride on the back of your bike?"
Brandon said that's riding, bitch. Yeah. Yeah, that's the bitch in the back.
And I'm a big dude, cuz I'm 6'1". I'm 3+. So
can you imagine?
No, I'm not doing that.
And then you know how big that bike got to be?
Might do a wheelie.
Yeah, you know how big that bike got to be for you to be 300 and somebody else to be on it with you?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And you on the back. All right, let me ask you this.
Yes.
How you feel about the moped riders?
Hey, I mean, I gotta respect them because they still on two wheels, and I saw.
You don't have to respect them. You don't have to respect them.
No, no, he was hauling ass, y'all. He was hauling cars.
You said he was hauling ass.
What kind of moped is that?
He must have had an oscillating fan on the back of that motherfucker.
I don't know what he had, a jetpack or something, but he was hauling ass. I said, damn. But this what tripped me out. You know, we got that little motorcycle wave when you go by. You know, throw your hand out like that. The little moped riders be doing that. Like
that. That's why I asked you. That's why I asked you about them.
Oh, yeah.
Liquor
sickles. That's what, Brandon.
That's what I asked you. So let me ask you this also. What do you feel like DMX did to the bike culture?
Oh God, he hyped it up. He really did.
Well, Rough Riders as a whole. I'll say DMX.
With the Rough Riders as a whole. Years ago, that was my first real introduction to knowing anything about clubs. Motorcycle clubs was because of Rough Riders. I've never been a Rough Rider myself, but I mean, I admired them. And I remember one of DMX's videos, I can't tell you the song, but I remember there was a white bike that DMX, I think, was on. I want to say it was a Honda CBR, maybe a 900 or something like that. And I just thought that was the sexiest bike I ever seen in my life. I was just like,
with the double headlights. He had the double headlights.
Yeah, and and I've always admired DMX as far as what he brought to the motorcycle world, because it's like he put a lot of bikers on the map. You know, the bike riding on the map, even with the four-wheelers, the ATVs and all that stuff, the stunt riding. I got to give her a shout out because my girl, Yayyi, she was doing the stunts on, she's a Puerto Rican girl, and she's in Florida now, I think. But that girl, she rides a BUSA. She rides a BUSA now. She got a nice one, custom BUSA. But yeah, she was just, I always thought she was amazing.
So with that lead off, let me ask you, as far as, you know, there's been a couple of different movies. Bikes take up a lot of just mainstream media entertainment. Mm-hmm. What's the most accurate? It don't have to be a movie at large, but maybe an accurate moment in a movie that you identify with.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Don't say it. I don't know what you about to say.
I don't watch TV.
Biker Boys was unrealistic.
Oh, I can believe that.
Talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Talk your shit. Talk your shit, CJ. Talk your shit.
First of all, who drag races on a dirt road? Nobody.
I've heard of it. You heard one person. Carolina. On a gravel road.
But it's like
who did it real quick while she thinking?
And then another thing was drag racing on a dirt road with a dead end.
Yeah.
Like
that don't make sense at all.
It didn't really make sense. It's like, and another part in the movie that didn't make sense to me was when they were street racing and the third dude comes in and jumps in the race.
Yeah.
And I was just like, that don't happen. That don't happen.
Say that'll start a fight, ain't it? That'll start some issues.
Yeah. But as far as I can't really say, because I don't really see a lot of really realistic stuff on movies that they do with motorcycles. It's like stunt people, and it's like who rides down, jumps off the side of a building and all of a sudden their bike is landed on the street on two wheels and they take off, or ride on the top of a back of a tractor trailer and they jump off, and I'm just like, what the?
What I can't stand? What I can't stand is in a movie or a TV show, they don't say that the person can ride, and they just a scene pops up and they just jump on a bike and haul ass. Like, it ain't that simple.
Well, you know what? Now that you say that, I just saw something the other day that I did not know. But in Biker Boys, the guy named Kid, who's the main character, never knew how to ride a motorcycle. Period.
Exactly.
He didn't know at all in real life. But they made it appear that he could ride. And Ricky Gasson was one of the stunt riders for Biker Boys. So yeah.
Let me ask what you think about Sons of Anarchy? Have you ever watched Sons of Anarchy?
I couldn't get into it.
You couldn't get into Sons of Anarchy? I couldn't get into the first one. It was slow at first.
I couldn't get into it. Now I know some diehard people that were diehard fans of it, and I couldn't follow it. I mean, I would catch bits and pieces of it, but maybe it just wasn't for me.
Let me, in terms of that, bike cultures, white bike culture versus black bike culture. Is it more cohesive than we think it is, or does it mirror the world that we live in?
I think I would say it mirrors the world that we live in.
Okay.
I think that is, it's like you have certain sides that everything meshes, everything blends together. We do things, and there's events and stuff like that everybody goes to and gets along. But then there's certain events that's like, you're not going to that one.
Like Sturgis. Like, is Sturgis the one you be like, nah, I ain't fucking with them?
You know what? Actually, that's on my bucket list. I would like to go to Sturgis.
Okay.
I would like to go to Sturgis one day, but not do all the stuff that they do.
Right.
There, I would just like to just go because of what it is, as far as so many bikers and all that good stuff. But we're
like
talking
in your circle of friends, what if people that you know told you about Sturgis? Do you know anybody that's actually attended?
Yes.
Okay, and they had a good time. It was everything they thought it would be.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah.
So,
because it seems really white. I'll just go ahead and say that.
Well, it is, but actually the people that I know went, they black. And they was like, they didn't have no problems.
Pastor Paul want to know, what's the furthest you ever rode your bike?
What's the furthest I rode my bike? From North Carolina to South Carolina.
That ain't that far.
On the cross rocket it is.
On the cross rocket definitely is.
I'm going to give you the exact reason why I have air ride. Because I rode from Charlotte to Columbia. And by the time I got down here, I was like, my back hurt, my butt hurt. This too much. Went back and I called up Garwood and I said, hey, I rode from from Charlotte to Columbia and my back was killing me. He was like, well, we need to upgrade you to air ride then. And that's why I ended up with air ride.
So real quick, I got a partner, my partner Jason. He had he had a street bike, and then he switched to a cruiser, and he was so amped to go to Daytona. His first year going to Daytona, he said, with every new rider say, I'm gonna ride that bike all the way there.
Oh Lord!
So he rode his bike all the way there.
And
I said, bro, so what'd you do when you get down there? He said, I ain't touched that mother the whole weekend. He said his partner was laughing at him the whole time.
His butt probably was sore. Hey, one of my friends decided that they was going to ride from, and I see where Pastor said he rode from Jacksonville, Florida to Detroit.
Yeah, that's our cousin. Yeah.
Oh, my God. My legs would be numb. I don't think I'd be able to feel my toes.
He's also on a cruiser. He's not on sports.
Yeah, he's on a cruiser.
Oh, okay. Well, see, that's different. I mean, that's like riding in a recliner chair.
I go to sleep.
Yeah, as opposed to riding on one of them little horse rides at the grocery store. The little y'all, I'm choking.
Well, don't leave here on here.
Yeah, don't.
I'm gonna need you to be all right when we sign this thing off.
Yeah. You don't need to go talk to Jesus now. Don't talk to Jesus now. And personally, you talk to Jesus on the phone, text message, through prayer. Don't see him personally right now.
Yeah. Look, hey, thank you, Jesus. Ooh.
There you go. Let's go. We have a drink to Jesus on that one.
Yeah, we're gonna take a drink on that one.
I gotta pour me a drink real quick.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this. So, because my man Frank, who I always talk about, like I said, that's my partner.
Mm-hmm.
He's not affiliated with no bike club organization, but he rides with everybody. He said he loves that freedom. Yes. So explain to people the freedom or the differences between the club and like a solo rider.
They used to call it an independent rider whenever you're not affiliated with a club. You just do your own thing. To me, being in a club, you meet so many people, and a club becomes like part of a family, a unit. And so you've got club members that end up becoming like brothers and sisters to you, and it just depends on if you're in a club that's a co-ed club with guys and girls and they're brothers and sisters, or you're a guy and you're all guys and those are your brothers. And like with females, we have all female clubs, and so those are our sisters. So being in a club is like you meet a lot of people, you network, you just it's big, as opposed to being an individual rider where you're independent. To me, more independent riders, it's like they just enjoy the ride. They're the lone wolf. Now I know a lot of independent riders that actually do go to all the bike events and they're at all the club stuff, but they just don't want to be part of a club because it just doesn't work for them.
The rules and the regulations and stuff like that.
There's rules. Yes, there's rules. And
fees, dues,
there's dues,
fines.
There's dues, and there's do's and don'ts that you have to abide by in the bike world. There's just certain rules that you just don't break, unwritten rules. So you respect your elder clubs, the clubs that have been around here for a long time.
So let's turn the fun back on. Let's get a funny bike event story, because I got one I'm gonna tell, but I want you to tell a funny bike event story, whether it be Bike Week, Daytona, or whatever. Just let's get some fun back into it a little bit.
Let me think about it. You go first. Let me think about
it. All right. So I'm at Bike Week a couple years ago. I'm borrowing my homeboy's ZX6. It was a 06, I think. No, it was a 13. Or 2013 ZX6. And I'm a big dude. I already know a small bike, but so I'm there, and the whole time, like, I'm ready to ride. So we had been drinking, so I already know I ain't gonna ride when I'm drinking, because I'm a sophisticated drinker. I'm a heavy drinker, so I already know. But we go get with some people on the other end of the strip, and I'm thinking we gonna ride. So I ain't drinking all day. I'm hyped up, like, we gonna ride, because I'm borrowing my homeboy bike for the second year, but he's actually giving it to me for the whole day this time. So we get to the hotel room, right? So I walk to the hotel room, and they got trap music playing, everybody partied up, everybody turn up, cooking chicken and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Why did somebody knock over the chicken?
Oh.
They knocked all chicken on the floor.
Oh.
All the chicken on the floor. So the dude that knocked it over was like, well, I'll go get some more chicken. There's the reason why I'm telling this part. He said, I'm going to go get some more chicken. So he didn't go get some chicken. So now the party's there, but the vibe ain't the same.
You done fucked up the food.
Yeah.
You done fucked up the food. So it's several dudes, and you know what their plan is, go out and get some female.
Yeah.
So we all in there. And like I said, they playing trap music. So my man Frank, I've been telling you about, he a funny dude, but like, he watch cartoons and stuff. So he like, anybody watching TV, everybody like, nah, everybody just vibe to the music, waiting on Buddy come back with the chicken. This man turned to Happy Feet.
Start dancing.
He turned to Happy Feet. When he turned to Happy Feet, Buddy walked back in with the chicken. When he walked back with the chicken, now I'm looking around because I only know like 3 people. So I look at dude on the couch like, and he looking at me like, because the volume get lower and lower on the music. So when the chicken done, I realized the music done got cut off. It's like 9 dudes in there watching Happy Feet with the serious face.
Fully grown individuals.
Fully grown. Like they forgot, they didn't care about riding. We had it's like 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Into the cartoon.
They all into the cartoon. My other man, he done went to sleep. Like he like, man, fuck this. And he done went to sleep. But everybody else is tuned in to Happy Feet like they never watched Happy Feet. Like all the music turned off. Everything is quiet. They eating and watching Happy Feet. And I'm just like, bro, we at Bite, we watching Happy Feet. Yeah, like y'all can watch Happy Feet anytime. You done paid all this money for this room to come here and watch.
So watch how I spin this, right? So watch how I spin this, right?
And that's the thing about going to Bike Week. It's like you don't want to do the things that you normally will do at home. Yeah. Like me, like say for instance, if I'm at Bike Week and somebody say, hey, let's go get something to eat. Let's go to McDonald's. I'm at McDonald's. I can go to McDonald's at home. You know, no, let's go over here to the seafood place that's got all the crab legs and stuff like that, you know. But now that you say that, I do have a funny Bike Week story. I was riding by myself and I actually was going to go catch some girls because I was late, running late, and they had already left. And they basically told me where they was going to be. And I was trying to hurry up. I done did my hair and everything. And, you know, I was just running late. And I said, I'm going to hurry up and catch up with them. Well, I pulled up at a light. And I was at the bottom of a hill. And the hill was going up that way. So this car pulls up with all these guys in there. They're in I want to say expedition. And they all hanging out the window and, oh, snap, there go a girl on the bike and, you know, da. So, you know, they saying all this stuff. So, you know, I'm thinking, oh, when I pull off, I'm finna stunt for them. You know, I'm finna pull off and just snatch it. Boy, while I pull off and the front wheel came up in the air and the bike started going, woo, woo, woo. And I'm popping the wheelie and I'm like, oh, my God. And I hurried up and it sat back down, right? Whenever I slowed down, got to the next light and them boys was like, now this is by mistake. Yeah. Got to the next light, they pulled up and they was like, God damn, that was fine. I was like, I didn't even want to look at him. I was like,
I almost lost my life. Y'all think I'm out here with this bullshit.
You out there looking at Jesus. Hey, Jesus, I'm coming.
I looked up, I saw the sky. I said, this is not right. No, this is not right. So I was like, no. But I learned then, hey, slow it down, sister.
Look, this has been super dope. I can't even believe we almost at an hour already, man. We're going to definitely have you. Right. We definitely going to have you come back and tell some more stories. I want you to also check with some of your other female riders, woman riders, and y'all come on and y'all shoot y'all shit. I'm going to let y'all come back on. We'll let y'all come back on.
I saw my girl Tanya Briscoe on here. She's a great rider. She's been riding for a long time. She's been in the bike world for a long time. So.
Yeah, my bad, Tanya. My bad. I said it wrong earlier. Excuse me. I'm sorry.
Goddamn Tony. Tony was in here. She was kicking it.
Oh, man. Yeah. I ain't see the extra letter tagged onto that name. My bad.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, so
it's great.
Yeah, we definitely want to have you come back because, like I said, we rolling into the summertime.
Yeah.
Every year you're gonna have a new breed of people and other women who want to get into bikes, and maybe they don't know what they need to know, and maybe you can help somebody.
There's
that's what
riders every year. Yeah, absolutely.
And that's what the bottom of the bottle is about, man. We just like to put the spotlight on people. Like I said, people are extraordinary, whether they're a celebrity or not. You know what I'm saying? And we like to paint ourselves, people that look like us. You know, everybody ain't as dark as me, but you know what we talking about. Just to paint us in a light that we should not really have to paint in. Just let them know that we regular people, we good people, and we have the best of intentions. You feel me?
Oh yeah. And down to earth. We're down to earth people.
Period. Yeah. And it's just like that. So I want you to come back. This is the last call. We're gonna lift the drink up one more time. I do want you to come back. Where's your son at? And we might have him on, man. When y'all gonna get this race in?
Yeah.
When you and Brandon gonna get this race in?
You definitely need Brendan on.
Okay.
So go ahead and get off all your contact events you got coming up. Contact info events you got coming up. Like all the info to promote you and everybody else. What you got coming up?
Your Instagram, everything.
Well, okay, like on Instagram, my name on Instagram is BUSA Girl-1. So definitely follow me on Instagram if you're not following me on it. On Facebook, I have a Facebook page. It's CJ the THE BUSA Girl, and that's my fan page. On my professional page, my business page. So definitely follow me there. And Facebook and Instagram are basically the two that I use the most as far as that. And if anybody wanted to contact me, definitely send me a DM, send me a message. If you have any questions that you need to contact me. And if you're not on Facebook or Instagram, you can email me at cjbusagirl@gmail.com.
Brendan on your ass, cuz.
Pull up with a smoke. Brandon, but he don't want no smoke.
Okay.
Yeah, but I definitely enjoy being on the show, and I do appreciate you guys inviting me to be here.
Absolutely, man. We wouldn't have it any other way. Carolina, what you got for them?
I just want to thank everybody that tuned in. This was a very fun episode. Of course, you know how we do. And please come back. Please subscribe, YouTube, join the Facebook. And we talked earlier about the Facebook. If it's a private group, but it's not private. I'm just trying to keep, fake identities out. So just put in, the question should be, what's the name of the group? Just put in the name of the group if you want to join us on Facebook. Subscribe to us on YouTube. You'll get all the up-to-date videos plus our old videos. We try to entertain y'all. We try to educate y'all, but we just try to be ourselves, because this is going to be us regardless. Whether recording or not, this is us regardless. She follows us. My dad be whipping that fish up in that hot grease.
Absolutely. I am coming to the fish fry.
Yeah, so Poppy,
you ain't saying nothing.
Yeah, so just stay tuned. We will definitely have her back. She told us something else, one of her other resources that she gives out. So we'll get her back to talk about that also. So stay tuned. Stay tuned.
Absolutely, man. Look, that's our email address running down at the bottom. If you got an idea for a show, if you want to come on the show and you can make us some good TV, like nobody wants to see you act like an asshole on the screen.
Right.
If you have something valuable to add to the conversation, we are all ears. Again, search us on YouTube. The bottom of the bottle, that is THA. THA, not THE. It's the ebonics and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But either way, man, look, it has been another fabulous show. I want to thank CJ, the BUSA Girl, for coming out. It was really a lovely time getting to know you, and I couldn't say I would have had a better time doing anything else. So outside of that, everybody be easy, be safe, have a great night. This is the Bottom of the Bottle podcast. We out of here.
Peace.